All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 52.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Elliott on 1st down. Got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
Following the interception, Cousins gets it off to Freeman. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's airing it out for... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, no, easy.
Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Cousins, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground, and 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. All with, not the one that you're throwing it to, or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down carry by Elliott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Cousins on first down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Get that quarterback. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd and 15 now. Cousins. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Play action now. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st down, Murray. Flushed out right. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. These two teams all tied after one. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And no pitch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. He may try and run for this. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Kyler Murray with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work.
Lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw his Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This is brought in at the 21. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray will set up the screen to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. On 1st down, it's Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw, Cousins. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's got a man. It's Williams. The 30. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Chad Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. They run from the pistol here with Freeman.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check, check. Lucky.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's first and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Open man is born. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a give to Freeman running right. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Freeman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's get the ball.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Complete to Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons! Jordan Howard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? They just gave up a big, big game.
A first down run for Elliott. Not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A gain of 6 there on first. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Hey, Ringo 48. Where's the hot hat?
Cousins airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check, 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 check.
Here's Cousins. He completes it to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. This is Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Darren Lee in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action. Cousins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Try to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Cousins to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Forced out to his left. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 82 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They run with Howard. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Now Cousins. He can run. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll run with Elliott. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They go counter with Howard. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for Cousins. This one caught by Ridley. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing, Cousins. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
Here's Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 23. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hurry up. Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
The Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The Steelers are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The London Black Knights are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The London Black Knights are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The London Black Knights are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The London Black Knights are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The London Black Knights are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The London Black Knights are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The London Black Knights are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The London Black Knights are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The London Black Knights are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock.
All right, man, eyes up, eyes up. Take a look at what we got here. Let's remember what we're running here, okay? This means you go first and you go second. Does that make sense? Make sure you don't mess this up, all right? Can we please execute?
Set, ready. 70 ending. Hard. Here we go. Set and read. Ready. Hard, hard. Set. 10, touch scared. Let go. On the double. Return. 132. Butter. On the ready. Set up. Set hut. Hit the blade. Ready, ready. Ready. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Ready, go. Here we go. Here we go. 30 base. Say go. Ready, ready. 10, Lobo. Set, hut. On the set. Hood. Let's go now. 60 orange. Ready. Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Hut go. Ready, ready. Set hut.
You know what, man? That was pretty darn good. And you know what really gets me excited? The fact that I know we can get better. You guys have so much room to improve still. That is exciting. Let's go out here and next practice, let's improve.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Come on, set. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Hut, hut. Set, ready. 70 ending. Hut, go. Here we go. Set and read. Read good. 132. Butter. Chin up, chin up. Set. 10, touch scared. Set up. Set hut. Get the blend. Ready, ready. Ready. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Ready, go. Ready. Right. Say go. go. Here we go. 30 base. Set. Hut. Ready, ready. 10. Lobo. Hood. Let's go now. 6. Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Ready. Okay, ready. Head go. Got it. Set hut. Here we go. Naughty wolf. Hut. Let's go. 60 outlaw. Hut, hut. Come on, set. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Hut, go. Set, ready. 70 ending. Here we go. Set and read. Return. 132. But up. Set. 10. Tuscan. Set up. Set. Hut. Ready. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Ready, ready. Here we go. Here we go. 30 back. Ready, ready. 10. Lobo. Ready, go. Let's go now. 60 yards. Say go. Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Set. Back. Here we go. Naughty wolf. Hood. Let's go. 60 outlaw. Okay. Right. Ready. Ready. Set. Head go. Come on, set. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Set hut. Set, ready. 70 ending. Hut. Here we go. Set and read. Hut, hut. Set. 10. Tuscan. Hut, go. on it. 15 line it. Set up. That's it faster. Here we go. Here we go. 30 base. Ready, ready. Ready. Ready, go. Ready, ready. 10, Lobo. Say go. Let's go now. 60 Orange. Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Set. Right. Ready up. Ready. Hook. Here we go. Naughty Wolf. Ready. Let's go. 60 Outlaw. Head go. Come on, set. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Set, huh? Set, ready. 70 Indy. Hard. Here we go. Set and read. Hard, hard. On the double. Hard, go. On the ready. We good. 132. Fight up. On the set. Set up. Set. 10. Touch scan. Ready, ready. Set, hut, 50 flat. Ready, go. Ready, ready.